Welcome back. We're going to do a little portrait shoot, compare some of the Z lenses, the 35 1.8, the 50 1.2, 85 1.8, and we'll throw an F-mount 105 1.4 in the mix and maybe do a little surprise lens at the end here. All right, let's get shooting. All right, we'll start with the 35 on the Z9, and trusty helper is
Melissa.
And you are?
The wife.
The wife. The wife is helping today. So, let's give it a go. All right, standard deal, nothing fancy. What we're gonna do is try to keep her like 3/4 shot, show where we're looking with the 35. So try to keep thigh to head, leave a little bit of head space. And this is the shot that we get. And we get one more. Chin up a little bit. There we go. This isn't about posing. It's not about being serious either. Okay. There's 35 that we get. There's the look. And we'll switch to the 50. Okay, out with the 50. And we are shooting these wide open, so this one is 1.2. So we need to stop down. Or not stop down, but we need to increase shutter speed. Okay. This is the look we get with a 50 1.2. Same one. Perfect. One more. A little bit wider. Good. All right. Off to the 85. All right, we're on the 85. Give it a back up a little bit. Same shot. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. One just a little bit further back. Okay. Okay, there's the 85. And we'll go 105 1.4 next. All right, now we got the 105 1.4 F mount. And same size here. You can see the background starting to change quite a bit. 1, 2, and 3. You can kind of see the distractions of the house and the fence. The little bushes in the back is kind of going away. Put these up here and shoot one more. All right. Now what do you think we throw a little surprise on? All right. A little surprise. A little 200 f2. Give this a shot. This is our bonus. And of course, we are going to be a lot farther back. Same shot. Perfect. See what we got here. Of course, the background is kind of completely going away. This is what you can do with a longer prime, longer focal length, eliminating distractions. And we will see how these turn out.
I got bit by a skeeter.
You got bit?
Yes.
Boy, you're a trooper.
Yes. I stand here and just chewing on my arm.
But that's just a quick little 35, 50, 85, 105, and the special 200 f2. Just a small example of primes, what you get with each one. Easy fun.
Yes.
And you even got bit by a mosquito.
I even got bit by a mosquito.
Oh.
Hasn't happened in several years.
Good for you. All right, let's see how these look. All right, that was just a quick test between some of the primes. We got 35, 50, 85, 105, and 200. Kind of see what kind of distractions we can remove with focal length, what we can show with each lens. Nothing was posing, lighting, make sure we had correct exposure, but to see what each one shows, what we can remove in the background between the fence, the bushes, the houses, the subdivision, going to show what each lens does for you, and maybe you're in a tight spot. That's all you have to use. Longer focal length can remove all those distractions. we got. All right, here we are in Lightroom, and quickly show you, and I'll put them on the screen, full screen when we're done. Here is what we get with a 35, 50. You can see how everything starts to get pulled in. 85, we're kind of losing that house. The bushes are gone. The fence is being pulled forward, so it's appearing taller and bigger. We move into the 105, 14, regardless of aperture. See the background starts to move in even more, kind of isolates even better. Removing everything in the background. With 200, obviously even 7200 will do this with a 200. F2 is just kind of nice to have. Trees, fence, everything's kind of just pulled in. Get more of kind of a subject. We go back to a 35. Everything here kind of distracting. Trees in the backyard, and we picked a spot for this reason. Kind of show what's going on. House, got bushes. This is the neighbor's overgrown bushes that are going through the fence. Same over here. Got big sky. But this is the only spot that you've got. You can't go anywhere else. 35, unless you're showing environment, is probably not going to be your choice. 50 tends to get a little bit better. We pull things in and remove one distraction on the left side. Sort of removing the ones on the right side, but then you can see the house kind of moving in, and the fence is being pulled forward. Remember, this isn't about posing or lighting. We have 85. Things started getting removed even more, all around the side. Kind of bringing everything into perspective. She's more the center of attention, the prime spot of the photo. 105 kind of gives a little bit different look. Kind of have to adjust for a little bit of focal length. Once you start going back a little farther, you raise the camera, lower the camera, whichever you need. But everything seems to be moving in, getting rid of everything on top, everything on the side. And at 200, you're pretty much isolating everything. Nothing's a distraction anymore. I might have moved a little bit to the left on this and still got this bush, but if I maybe would have taken a step to the right. But either way, you kind of get the way it looks. We'll go ahead and throw all of them up in sequence so we can see. But we'll put them up now. Go up to 35, 50, 85, 105, and 200. And I'll kind of play them in a sequence back and forth so we can see, what each one shows and how the difference in focal range kind of moves the background. It'll flatten her out a little bit instead of making it a little narrow. It's the only downside. I personally don't like the wider ones. 35 I think is a little bit wide for me, for my taste. I asked her which one she liked. She liked the 85 and the 200 shot. That was her preference, how she looks, how the background looks. And that's pretty much what I go by all the time too. Sometimes I use a 50 depending on if you want to show environment. 35 for me is more standing way back, showing somebody within a large space. 50s kind of be that compromise between showing environmental plus somebody or a couple or whatever. 85 you start to get a little more intimate with it, and anything above that is going to pretty much isolate everybody. You're going to move back, but I think you're going to get more an isolated shot with somebody and show really what you're trying to focus on. Anything long range, I would say 85 plus is going to give you nothing else around, depending on what you want. If you have color in the background, you can pull the color in. You have kind of color splotch in the back, but you're not going to show actually what something is unless you're too far away. Okay, well that takes us to the end. Thanks for watching. It was a quick compare of Nikon's primes. Get 35, 50, 85 Zs and 105, 200 and F mount with the adapter. I think next time what I'll do is, the next one we have is a video, see what I take to a portrait setting, which lenses I take, which ones I use, and maybe after that we'll kind of do what we take for a wedding and what we actually use. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the photos, which one's your favorite lens, which focal length you normally use on portrait setting or even at a wedding taking couples photos. Let me know what other comparisons you want to have. I do have 24-70 2.8 and we have 70 to 200. We can do something with the zooms compared to the primes, something like that. This was just a quick one to show the differences between all the lenses, the primes, main focal lengths everybody's going to use, and or maybe want. You pick your favorite. But until the next video, everybody have a good time, stay safe, keep shooting.